How we going? Hey? Just put up a video, the log roll. Just reading some of the comments. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. So I've got one here. At Super Dolomite. He yeah. He says that he's been having anxiety lately. Fucking shits me. The walls feel like they're closing in. And I replied back to him, and I've said to him twice. Yeah, fuck that up. So I said to him, the first one, I said, right, just breathe and think of something or someone that you enjoyed, and breathe. He replied back to me, thank you. Isn't it funny how, you think the world's closing in on you. Things aren't going right. And no, and he's replied back to that, and he said thank you. I mustn't have sent the other one. So I was replying, I mustn't have sent it. So to the first one, super, that's good. You got to do that. You got to think of something or someone, that you enjoyed doing things with, or enjoyed doing, And the other one was go outside. No walls outside. But isn't it funny? We feel more comfortable. Like, take me for example, right? I'm in my garage, and I feel comfy in here. Spent a long time in here. I felt comfortable. I felt safe, and but going outside, yeah, you're supposed to feel free outside. You're supposed to feel that you can go any direction. But it's hard sometimes, I used to feel like that. I used to feel like that. But even as a kid sometimes, I felt I didn't want to go outside. Isn't that funny? You could be in the smallest space and feel safe, but outside, everything just hits you. And you can't throw it off. Well, we all know my story, I was talking to someone, Rod, I was talking to, and I've been talking to Mark in the UK and stuff, And as much as I, you know, say, you know, I'm ready to go, I've had enough, there's a part of me that just goes, nah, nah. And that's the part that I don't ignore. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if there's a house on fire, I'll run into it. If there's a fight, I'll run into it. I don't run away from nothing. But yet, I'm not running into them to have that be my last, to get it over with quicker. I'm running in there to see if I can help anyone. But yet, I've done that all my life. I'm sure many other people have too. You know what hurts? Not hurts. What pisses me off? I've had some jobs in my time where they've been pretty important. You know, you've been picked for it. You mightn't have the training for it or anything, but the people have picked you for some reason. And pretty fucking important jobs. Like when I was working at the Children's Hospital as a building operations manager there, I was in charge of the machinery, which kept the hospital running, kept people alive, kids alive. If there was any disaster or anything that needed taken care of when I was on duty, that was my job. That's a pretty important job. And it's important on the basis of where it is. It's at a hospital. So a leaky tap is just not a leaky tap like it is at home or something. It's important. It's got to be fixed now, or something's got to be. It just tenfolds the importance of the job. That door has to be locked at 6 o'clock, not a couple of minutes to 6 or a couple of minutes after 6. No, it has to be locked at 6 o'clock. So you've got to be there, or have a damn good reason for why you weren't there to lock that door at 6 o'clock. And you just couldn't make up bullshit. You had to have a good reason. Sometimes those doors and things like that didn't happen at that time. But let me tell you, when they didn't happen, it wasn't because I was doing up my shoelace, or I got sidetracked and was talking with someone. No, they were good reasons. And it also taught me what to listen to and what to make a good reason in regards to not having that door locked at 6 o'clock. The importance. And then, obviously I don't have that job anymore. It was a while ago. But then you're going for these other jobs, and they're menial jobs, like, stand here or do this and do that, They're menial jobs. It's still, you've got to do it, you do it. But people just look, like even your boss, just like this. When I had a job, I was looking after life. I do know what is important in life and what's not important in life. What can, I know how to, prioritise things. And you're looking at me and I'm doing this job for you that you're getting paid for and then paying me, and you're looking at me like I'm a pleb. That's why I've lost a lot of jobs, because because I don't feel as though I've got the respect. The respect isn't given. You know, it's not that I want a better job. I'm happy picking up dog shit all day. Just respect me. That's what it is. I don't think I'm better than anyone else. You know, but then when you hear some people talking and you listen to what they're saying and stuff, and you go, fucking wanker, a fucking wanker, and this fucking people are bending over him. You know, it's hard these days to go outside and have a laugh, or even to talk to people. You know, even people you know, just to talk to them, and they're your friends or they're people you know that know you, and you just talk. You know, like about anything. About, all right, for example, what kids are getting taught at school. You know, for example, they're not getting taught a lot of history. They're not getting taught, you know, how we came to be in this country anymore, or what we've done, the goodness that we've done. You know, we're not getting taught as individuals, and you know, people don't talk anymore about a certain person. They talk about people as in a colour, or as a race, or people who, you know, are part of a certain religion. You know, just because a person might be black doesn't mean that they all think the same. You know, just because they're black, or because I'm white, Anglo-Saxon, you know, Scottish, you know, English, the Empire, whatever, that an Aboriginal in this country has the right to say to me and put me in that same basket. But in saying that, there are races out there that you can pretty much say that about. You know, they're taken over, things like that. Everyone said that about the Asians. Now, let me tell you, the Asians, the way they came into this country, they were pretty good. They kept their heads down. You know what they did? They worked with our culture. They didn't rebel against it. They did the job and were respectful and everything else like that, you know. And look, and people did put an unfair bit of shit on them, and I guess that they understood that, and they sucked it up. But when they started, you know, people started seeing, hey, you know, they're getting on and doing the job. They're not sucking or whinging or wanting to change it. People backed off and respected them for that, you know. But we've got these other races. You know, we've got the Sudanese and we've got the Indians, and they don't want to mix. And that's what pisses people off. And then to find out they get all these benefits. For what? For putting a bump in the road. How can you be, you know, benefited by putting a bump in the road? How does that benefit anyone? Or making a hiccup? You know? It's like the Aboriginals. I'm fucking, you know, and I'm not a racist, and I'm not. But I'm just fucking sick and tired of fucking hearing some fuck out there wanting something for nothing. Then what have you done for it? You as a person. I'm not talking your culture or your past. You know, people in the past. I'm talking about you. Just because I may have done something doesn't give the right for the next generation to feed on what I did if they're not adding to it. If they're not adding to what I was doing or try keep me on building what I was doing, then they've got no right to it. They've got no right. If they're just pulling it out, going, well, look what he did. I'm entitled. No, no, no. You're not entitled. What are you entitled to? What, the fact that we're the same as in culture and that, or race? No. But it's every day. And then when you sit down with a friend or someone, and I don't mean to be sounding again racist, but when you're sitting down with someone who, say Glenn and I, not, I shouldn't use Glenn. I'll say someone else, someone else, the same, right? And then you see them and they're going, looking at you, and you sort of go, what the fuck are you frowning about? It's fucking true. What are you doing? Breaking ranks. What are you on their side for? Mary's home. Yeah. Mary home? Mary home?
Yeah.
I'm doing a video.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
I said she's home.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's why it's hard to go. That's why I get it when people say that the walls are coming in. And I can guarantee you, they only feel it when they go outside. Yeah. Never used to be like that. Used to be able to walk down the street. I remember as a kid, every person had the same sort of opinion, everything like this, I mean, you get one freak every now and again and a bit sort of, I suppose that's good to put a bit of a, stir in the mix, But you can't talk to many people these days in a row that have a similar opinion about things. I don't understand these people that, leave their country, their war-torn country, or it's going into war, or, something, or famine, or whatever else might be happening, right? And they're running. They're not helping, they're running. They're running from there, whatever it is that's happening, seeking, saviour, or, in another country. And then when they get there, they're raising awareness and protesting and shit in that country that's just taken them in, that saved them. Like, we got to go back over. I reckon what they should do is, no. We're not taking you in. Here. Here's what you need. Right? And a bit more. And off you go. I guarantee you, every one of them will go, what do you mean? Well, there's your fresh water, there's your food, there's your, medical, there's your everything, and there's a little bit more there. And I bet you they'd stand there going, what do you mean? Well, there's something there to be able to help you, and that will get you through. And there's also a little bit more to go and help someone else. I wouldn't get that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want to fucker help anyone. They want to fucking help themselves. And in saying that, I don't mind people who want to come to this country or other countries because their country's just not, doesn't maybe doesn't offer what they want to do in life, and they feel like they can do more for the world or life by, going to England or America and stuff to learn more, to be able to help more. Of course, it's going to benefit them, but you look at what they're wanting to do, it's also wanting to benefit others. They're looking to benefit others by what they learn and passing it on, or what they learn to be able to help repair what's going on. Yeah, that's all right. These old people, they come here, you know, and you see it every day, every fucking day. You see someone from, say India or Sudan, from the Sudanese community. They're driving around in a brand new fucking Toyota Kluger or a Camry, brand new. It's white. That's how you know it's a government given car, right? They got in the car for nothing, or next to nothing, and here you are in whatever country you're in, and you're breaking your back. You're literally breaking your back, and you'd help anyone. You'd even help them, but you're not getting anything for it. And let me say this: the things that you do to help other people, you don't want to be thankful. You just, especially if it needs to be done, you just do it. But these people that let in the country, they won't do shit to help anyone unless it's something in it for them. And I think that's wrong. That's what's happening with the world. People need to be reminded that if you're not at work and they're outside of work, that you still need to help. And you don't do it to get accolades for, get thank you for. You don't. You do it because it needs to be done. People are thinking now, I'm only going to do what I need to do to help me. That's it. Well, that's shit. That's why people aren't talking well. People are frustrated. Some people are frustrated. They've gone, right, I'm going to start being like them. And it's doing their heads in because it's going against their grain, and they don't like themselves, and they fall into a bout of depression because they can't do it. And good. You shouldn't be able to do it. It shouldn't be something you should be able to do and ignore things that need to be done. Walking the dog and you see someone in distress, or like yesterday, right? I was at Williamstown. You heard me talk about that. When I finished with my fish and chips, right? I put them in the bin, and on the way there, I saw a French fry packet from McDonald's. Now, there's no McDonald's around Williamstown. Well, there is, but not near the beach. And I picked it up and I put it in the bin. That's what you do. You pick up other people's rubbish if they're not around. Did I announce it to the fucking world? On this day, Justin Betteridge picked up someone else's fucking French fried packet from McDonald's. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. No, that didn't happen. Nor did I want it to happen. But I tell you now, a couple of people did see what I was doing. Like this mum and her two kids. When I put that in the bin, as I was walking to the bin, I saw her two children. The youngest one had his scooter, was walking his scooter, and also was carrying a bag, obviously for mum. Right? Mum had two bags and was also holding something and everything, other things. They looked like they were having a picnic. And the oldest son was riding his scooter, not holding anything. And mum saw what I did, and she's like that. And I turned around to her son and said, hey, what'd you help your mum? Your little brother is. Why don't you? Instead of riding your scooter. And he stopped and he just looked at his mum and went, and she's gone, well, what have you got to say? Now, I understand in this day and age, There's not many people. If I'd said that to somebody else, I probably would have gone, why don't you go and get fucked? Don't talk to my kid like that. Well, how am I talking to your kid? Let's look at that. How am I talking to your child? I'm just pointing out the facts, you know? And maybe you're too frustrated to say anything and it might come out wrong. And maybe you just want someone else of society to also express an opinion that's the same as yours that he knows and goes, oh, hang on, it's just not mum that tells me off for doing this, it's also other people. So when the walls feel like they're coming in, you know what I do now, and you see things, you know, there's going to be a fuck up. Yeah, I go outside and I shut up, and I just watch it unfold to what the youth of today are doing, and how they think it's going to turn out. Mate, I've worked in pubs, a lot of them. I've seen fights. Let me tell you, fights will be everywhere, right? And I had this saying, different pub, same shit, same issues. It is, and I've seen, you know, the same argument put to me 100 different ways. Still the same outcome. Still, you can't. Very rarely you get one over me. I've heard that much shit, stories, just bullshit, and you're like, yeah, okay, you're having a go. I'll give you that. You're having a go, right? And it's now I just stand there and just watch, and see how it's working out. I mean, if something's going wrong, of course I'll step in. But I like to see how they clean up their own shit. You know, so do that. When you feel like the walls are coming in, just just go outside and just sit on the outskirts of it and just have a look at it. How they're trying to rework a farm, if you let's say, mate. That's why I said to my missus. I said, and I say this to a lot of people: you need to all go and work on a farm to know when to open that gate, close that gate, but know when to leave that gate open, right? To leave that gate shut. It's routine. Once you get your animals into a routine that works for all, mind you, getting a routine's not easy. You're also going to fall, fall, fall victim to your own routine, and that's where you have to change your routine. But when you get a routine and it's working for everybody, no one's missing out on you, you're not missing out on them, and it's working, right? And it works. That one, why change it? Someone else could come along and change it, and you know what? It's going to be bad. It's not going to work because it's not. That particular job needs it that way. And you watch them now, and they're trying to milk cows. They're trying to milk cows. Let me just say this: they're trying to milk cows 4 times a day. You only milk a cow twice a day, okay? Once in the morning and once at night, okay? You don't have an afternoon shift of cows and an evening shift of cows. A chicken will lay its egg when it's fucking ready to lay its egg, not when you want it to lay its egg. People, you need to realise that our lives are based on routines of animals and when they do it. Okay? Same with you vegetarians. Okay? Your fucking, kale will only be ready to harvest when it's ready to fucking harvest. And that's when it's gotten so much sun and so much water and and it's had so much moonlight and everything else. Okay? That's the routine. That's how it grows. Carrots and shit like that, same thing. They need so much water, you know, good soil, whatever. You can try and change it all you want, mate. Has anyone out there ever tried a um, you know, these foods that aren't, what do they call it? Oh, fucking forgotten the fucking name of it. Anyway, they're not grown in dirt, you know. They taste like water. There's nothing in it, you know. And all right, you might be producing a lot, but there's no taste. You know, there's nothing better than biting into an apple. And people do. In fact, I guarantee you've all said this. You've all said this. You've bitten into a plum or an apple or an orange, or anything, any fruit, or even vegetables, and you've got it's got no taste, you know. But I bet you when you bite into that vegetable or that fruit, right, and it's got that flavour, that flavour when you're a kid, and you bite into it, I'll bet you those memories come back. You go, and you get this flurry of memories, and you go, that's what I'm used to. You know, that's because people kept it to a routine. They're trying to grow strawberries now. It used to be seasonal. Tell me what fruit or vegetable out there now is seasonal. They're not. That's why they've got no flavour. They're trying to get them going and up and running just to meet other people's needs. Which I might add, those other people's needs, they're a minority, and they're reckoning it for the majority. The majority of people understand seasons and routines. The minority don't. No minority group out there understands what a routine is and why a routine is what it is. A routine's not a rule. It's just how it is. That's what works. You milk the cows at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, and you put them out, and then you bring them back in at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's it. There's no afternoon shift. There's no fucking. It's you people have no fucking idea. Some of you have no fucking idea on what actually runs the world. And let me tell you, it ain't the big cities. It ain't the big cities. You fucking spastics. That if all those farmers out there growing and their produce and everything else like that, sheep and all that, if all those farmers just went, you know what, fuck it, and sat down, oh mate, you wouldn't know what to fucking do, eh? You fuckers are that fucking, privileged that you think when you turn on the tap, there should be water. They're just, there should be water. Really? There should be water. You know how hard it is, how hard some people have worked to get you that glass of water that you want in the morning when you turn the tap on? How many people have worked towards you getting that glass of water? I bet you don't think of that. Right? Because you think that's it, that should be water. You don't think that someone's put any work into getting that tap to produce water for your glass of water in the morning. People don't think that. Let me tell you, everything you fucking do, everything you see, eat, wear, everything, you know what? A lot of people have played a hand in you being able to wear it, say it, do it, walk on it, eat it, whatever. A lot of people have put a lot of fucking time and effort in for that routine to be kept. And you got these fucking spastics today wanting to change routine, and it's not happening. It's just a fuck up out there. People are fucking going to sleep on the fucking ground, not even in a bed, and they're working. Kids don't understand history anymore. They're just being told because you're white, you're supposed to feel guilty. So do that next time you're feeling a bit of anxiety. The walls are crashing in. Go outside and just have a look. The walls are falling in on them and they're making us feel bad. You know, it'll turn when, I don't know. How, I don't know. But something's got to change. That's what I do. But you still get a bit down. You know, I've got this new job now. I like it. It's good. You know, David gives me a lot of trust, which is good. It's good to feel that. It's good to be able to feel that someone's trusting you. You know, that they've got their back on you. It's good to have that. And you got to find that. That won't come to you. Believe me. You need to go and find that. It's not going to come. You need to go and find those people that will trust you. Meeting someone and then trying to have them trust you, show them to trust you, that won't happen. You know, telling them why they can trust you. No. Those people will never trust you. They don't get it. You know. Yeah. So, just remember that. Just remember that what you do as a routine is benefiting something else because you keep to your routine, your way of thinking. Don't change. We all change and we all will change. But the basic, what makes us, don't change. I'm a carer. I help people and I'll always get hurt. People like me will always be hurt. You know, we'll always sort of feel at some stage that we're not appreciated or what if I could do that for, and we'll question what we did. But you know what? I'll do it again. Because the days of people, you know, respecting you and then having to fight for respect, how do you fight for respect? You be yourself. You don't get someone's respect by them telling you what to do. It's you showing them how to treat you. Okay? Go get a pie. I'm going to put up another funny video tomorrow of me on the West Gate. Alright? So go get a pie. Take care. See ya.